We're back. Artie has, I don't know, gone somewhere. But we're here with Jimmy Graham.
Hey!
Jimmy Graham, we were just talking about football. Jimmy Graham shares the name with an outstanding tight end. Probably the best tight end in the NFL this year with Gronkowski being down and out. Now, do you get confused with Jimmy Graham?
Man. It's funny because last week when I was on, that's all I got. I got hit up like, who are you? You're not Jimmy Graham. Stop it. I'm like, I'm 50 years
old, expecting
kid.
Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, they were like, what's this deal? Well,
he's very athletic.
He is.
Well,
he was
you
a
were
basketball
athletic
player.
too.
I was a football coach, actually. I heard you talking about.
You had to play football at some point, right?
Yeah, I played football.
So you're an athletic guy.
Yeah, I can move around. I'm a wrestling coach, really, though.
What's up, guys? Sorry.
What's up?
What's going on? Jimmy Graham here.
Hey, buddy.
You guys talking sports? This guy was much bigger when I knew him.
Yeah,
you're talking football. You really do look good, Jim. Would you drop about 80 pounds?
Actually, I lost 130.
Wow.
30 back. So I'm 100 net.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's. I get to lose 130. You're going to give some back.
Huge, dude.
Yeah, you're going to give some back at that point.
Yeah, I don't want all of it.
Now, how stand-up, you do a lot of that still?
Yeah, I work every weekend. I work every, I work every day. I got my own radio show, actually, on a Monday night now. I do a radio show.
Where from?
Out of South Jersey, actually. Yeah, it's a little tiny station. But it's an AM station, but I got coffee and cigarettes Monday nights.
Oh, yeah? Every Monday night?
Your competition.
Every Monday night?
Yeah, 11 to 1.
We're going to crush you.
Look out, Artie.
Well, that's good. And then you got TV pilots going on.
Yeah, I got that going on. I got a lot of commercials. I'm doing a bunch of commercials.
Yeah. Is there any new word on the pilot? Because I was telling my wife about it. What is it called?
Graham crackers. Yes, sir.
And it sounds like, a great concept.
We recut it. We recut the pilot, and we had to get some coloring done to it. I know we talked about that last time.
Yeah, coloring.
So I don't understand this stuff, dude.
I'm the comic.
I don't understand. It's funny. I've been in the business a while. I've done some pilots. I never heard you got to add coloring either. What does that mean? You got to hire a black guy? What does that mean?
They set it up to because some of it wasn't quite usable. Some of the material that we shot because it was out of focus or some kind.
You're
of crap.
kidding me?
Yeah, so they had to do
Out
all
of
this work.
Did they fire that camera guy?
Yes, we did.
Well, it's not the camera guy. Maybe it's probably. I don't know. It's the director. I would assume.
It was crazy, man. But they had to set it up and do some little touch-up work to it, so it's all done
I couldn't
now.
imagine shooting a pilot and you think everything's great, and then they go, it's out of focus.
Yeah, they said, look at the apple, it's perfect, and look at her nose. I'm like, I couldn't see it. I'm just, I'm a comic.
I thought to the naked eye you couldn't see it.
No, but these guys are all, they're so technical with it.
Oh my God!
So now it's all finished.
It's all finished.
You shop it around. Is there any?
I have
new
a commitment.
News?
I have a commitment for direct and Dish through a gentleman, Russ Markowitz, through NBC, and they're going to play the pilot. And and that's where
they're going to play one show as like a special.
They're going to play one show as a special and see how it works. Yeah.
It's a half-hour show?
Yeah, it's only a half-hour show.
When's it going to air?
Well, the new channel's supposed to break out in September, so somewhere around there.
It's a new
September
channel?
Yeah, it's a new channel. It's an NBC affiliate. Okay. So I don't know what,
what is the premise? Give the premise again.
The premise is just about me, my family, talking about my mixed family that I have. I have adopted kids. I have my own kids, and, from different relationships, and talking about dealing with things going on to families today.
Yeah.
That are pertinent and still finding a way to making it funny and getting some resolution out of it. Buddy of mine is in it. He's also a good comic, Timmy Grill. He's a handicapped guy. He has spina bifida.
Oh, really?
And I brought him in with it. And
that's cool.
So it's kind of like a little bit of tolerance in there also, an exception of those folks. And
have you thought about casting Mike?
Well, I tried, but Mike's head. I'd have to get a new camera. That's what was out of focus all the time.
Thank you, Jimmy. Did that ever happen to you, Mike, where you did a pilot and someone said it was out of focus?
No, I never.
Anyone ever said just your face? Your face.
Jimmy, you're the best, buddy. Congratulations. You're such a
thanks.
He's always been a good, nice person.
Yeah, man. I met you years ago, man. Out backstage at
Where'd
Caroline's.
you meet? At Caroline?
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Jimmy's always a cool guy. He's one of the few exceptions that I like in this. Believe me, nice guy.
Oh, wow. Thank you,
You
sir.
always say that, Mike. And then when we ask you for who you hate, you can't name anybody.
There's a long list. I don't want to say it because I don't want to be crushed by people in this,
Well, who's going to crush you? No one's going to crush you.
No, you
Pretty
gotta
hard
be
to
careful.
crush.
You've already
boy.
insulted some big names tonight.
No,
Sturdy.
I,
He's not as sturdy.
You
as
insulted
you
Janine
thought.
Garofalo tonight and Dennis Leary.
no, I didn't insult Leo. I said he's a great actor.
Yes,
I love
you
him
did.
acting.
What a
Yeah.
bad comic.
No, I didn't say he was a bad comic. I said I like.
That's what I heard.
I like him better as an actor than a comedian.
I think we have it on. I think we have it recorded.
Well, here's when he tried to. Well, Jim, I don't know if you heard Mike try to say this. He said a couple of nasty things that didn't come out right. See if you can interpret this, knowing Mike.
I'm getting tired of these little jerks, and I'm tired of crapping all over the place and picking up pee all day, and it's annoying me.
And what about this?
And how Hollywood loves when you're in a meeting. Oh, what's it like? Oh no, it's not like my mother. Whatever. I know.
That's not edited at all.
You sound like my mom when she was yelling at all the kids at once.
Yeah.
Jimmy, don't run!
That's exactly what it sounds like. He's having a conniption.
Jimmy, I would love for you to be a judge or something.
Oh.
No, do you want him to judge
Yes, you know what? Not to, whenever you can, because
the laundry off?
no. Something.
Him and Dan, our producer, are in a big feud.
Yeah.
And even though Dan isn't a stand-up comic, Mike inexplicably challenged him to a stand-up comedy contest.
Oh.
And Dan, being a nice guy, just said yes for something.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have a prize for the loser. I mean,
Yeah, but you're a comic and he isn't.
no, but Dan's funny.
That's why
I think he's a funny man.
laundry
It
is
really-
something that might be better.
The fluff and fold competition,
Yeah.
I think.
What about you both? You get your, because that's something every human being should know how to do.
Yeah, all right, fluff and fold, but the loser has to dress like a mid-'80s skanky hooker from 42nd Street.
Mike,
Who'll be Eric.
this sounds like that's something you secretly want to do.
Yeah, why do all your competitions involve men
Minis.
dressing up in dresses?
I know. The loser has to secretly make out with someone in the chorus, a man in the chorus of,
Well, let's put it this
of
way.
kinky boots.
Dan, I hope you look good in hoop earrings.
What, Mike? What? The loser has to secretly make out with Brody Jenner. What? What, Mike? I'm just saying, the loser, because I know I'll win. But the loser has to make out with Brody Jenner. Do you think we can get him out? I like when Mike does the combination of the question and his face comes up. Do you think we can get him out? Do you think we can get Brody Jenner?
I will judge.
What? Will you judge him?
I will judge. I will
laundry
judge.
What are you
Because
judging? The
a fluff-
I
laundry
don't
on?
know.
Well, well, now it's Jimmy's an expert comic. So,
Yes, I mean, but it's not fair to Dan.
We're gonna do the comedy off.
but
Why don't we
Dan,
do it- wha-
Dan seems to think he could beat you in the comedy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring it on, baby.
Okay.
But do you think we can do it?
So Dan has never been a stand-up comic. He has no material.
No, but he's worked with a lot of good people. He knows what funny is.
You are a stand-up comic, and you've been one for 21 years.
Yep.
Jim, do you think this is fair?
No. Well, I mean, and in this
Well,
setting
in a
as
way,
it is,
maybe.
you're going to do stand up here?
You see, but Mike,
Yeah.
we could bring some audience in, but Mike, even suggesting this is an insult to you. Like, no offense. I love Dan. He's a friend of mine. And for me, I would never challenge him to a stand-up. I have more respect for myself as a stand-up. He's never done it before. I mean, Dan, no offense. Do you think I'd probably beat you in that? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's
Don't
always-
you think you've been? I mean, you should be at the point where you know you could beat someone who's not a comedian.
He's always breaking my balls about not being funny and stuff. I want to show him what it took to make me funny.
When
Have I ever said you're not funny?
He thinks you're funny.
You are making stuff up in your head. I never said that. I said it would be nice if you got up before 7 p.m. and wrote a joke or two.
He's talking about your work ethic. He's a
Yes.
Well, Dan, let's have a fluff and fold, and that's easier.
I'm
But do you think we could do it?
I'm going to challenge Marcus Welby to an apodectomy.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, me and you have been doing comedy for a while. We should be able to be the guy who doesn't do it for a
No,
living.
but I think Dan's funny, though. I totally do. Funny. He knows what funny is.
So, no, I agree with you, but it's not the same. What Dan does comedy-wise is some writing and producing. He's not a stand-up comedian. It's a different
Okay,
thing.
how about we do an improv off?
Oh, I like that.
An improv
That
off.
would be fun. Yeah.
Well,
You throw like pool noodles at
we
him?
do that all the time here, though.
No, but I'm
Improv
saying,
off.
but Artie gives us a situation, and we'll just do an improv.
That's
See who does
great.
better.
Like a
And
little
then-
segment of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Well,
I love
let's try.
that.
Let's try it right now, okay? Dan, you and Dan are plumbers.
Oh, no.
And you just walked into an apartment where the toilet overflowed with feces, and you have to try to fix it, right?
Okay.
Now you're his boss. And go ahead.
Dan, I've been pretty used to this stuff for a long time on the job now. How are you with this kind of stuff? I know I just hired you recently.
What was that noise?
Dan, that was perfect. Dan.
Ooh, man, this smells, Mike. Get out the plunger.
I can get the plunger. Dan, look, don't worry about the plunger. I'll help you. Just get on your knees and start plumbing.
Wait, you know what? I gotta say, wait, I gotta stop it. Dan just won that.
How do
Do you know
figure that?
why?
Why?
Because you denied.
What did I-
Dan said, get out the plunger, and you said no. You have to say yes. Round one, Dan.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness!
This
How
is
many
interesting.
rounds? Best what?
Okay, what do we
5
do?
rounds?
Yeah, 5 rounds.
What?
You know,
Right.
I learned something when I saw Del Close inject stuff into his veins, and I didn't know what it
Exactly.
was.
Dan knew Del Close.
No, but Del Close is
So
like,
you're down 1-0.
okay, we'll keep going. I don't care.
Is
This
plumbing usually done on their knees?
Because not for another time.
Sometimes, yeah.
Get down on your knees. All right. This next one is you're both doing laundry at a laundromat,
Okay,
and one guy is hogging the machine. And go ahead.
okay. Come on, buddy. You've been there half an hour trying to put the bleach in the machine. Hurry up already. I want to use this thing.
The bleaching machine? What are you talking about?
I've been putting the bleach in with the whitewash, and you're just standing there. Come on, hurry up! I want to put my wash.
There was a whistle in the wash.
I would call the manager right now if I were.
Well, see, I got to give that to Dan. You know why?
Why?
Because once again, you don't know how to do laundry. What is a bleaching? What are you talking
You put
about?
bleach in with the whitewash.
No,
not too much.
first you accused him of putting the bleach
Right.
in, and then you said you did it, and you were waiting for him.
Okay, let's go.
If
to
you
another
said
one.
got
that,
so
if you
confused.
said that to me at the laundry, I would start guarding my quarters.
So so in calling the manager was the right move. It's 2-0 Dan.
Okay, let's
Yes.
go for another one.
Bleaching
let's
machine. Was that?
We're gonna take a break.
Craigslist?
We'll take a break. And Jimmy Graham, don't forget
here.
Graham Crackers
Oh.
and JimmyGraham.com, I assume. Do you have Jimmy?
.net. No,
JimmyGraham.net.
.com is a clown.
And he's going to talk a little bit
Probably
more about
Jimmy
this.
Graham.
Right now in the improv contest, 5 rounds.
It's 2-0.
Dan is up 2-0. We'll be right back.